It's our Sugar Bowl preview, Ohio State versus Alabama in New Orleans, national semifinal game. Bill Landis of Cleveland.com, Michael Casagrande of AL.com joining us to tell us why Alabama is going to advance to the national championship game. Michael, make your case.
Well, guys, it almost goes back to yesterday's answer. It almost kind of gives the opposite of what I said a day ago. That month layoff for Alabama usually does pretty well for Alabama, for Nick Saban's teams, given the time to prepare. You look at the LSU game from the 2012 BCS title game. He had a month to prepare after losing to LSU in the regular season. Shut him down, 21-0 win. LSU only crossed the 50-yard line once that game, and the same thing with Notre Dame a year later in the BCS title game. A month to prepare. It was 42-14 and was never a game. Alabama blew right away, blew ahead in that game, wasn't even close. So when you give that kind of time for Nick Saban, he comes up with the game plan. When you look at defending a new quarterback, he's going to throw all kinds of things at Cardale Jones, all kinds of different formations, different looks, disguises. You do everything you can to get in his head a little bit. So I think that's going to be the main reason, outside of just big players, the big-time plays that Amari Cooper can make, the running game. So I think those are a few reasons why I guess Alabama would be the favorite to win this game.
Bill, tell us why Alabama is going to win this game.
Dan, when you talk about all the weapons that Alabama has, and I don't think you'd find anybody to argue that Alabama doesn't have the biggest or largest selection of weapons of any team Ohio State has faced on both sides of the ball. These guys are really good. I mean, they haven't won 3 national championships since 2008 for no reason. But I think the biggest thing for Alabama coming into this game, and what could be the key for the Crimson Tide winning the game, is shutting down Ohio State's run game and running back Ezekiel Elliott. Alabama has been very good against the run under Nick Saban's reign, probably the best in the country over the span that Nick Saban has been there. I think they've had something, I don't want to get the stat wrong, but they haven't allowed very many 100-yard rushers since Saban has been there. The number's very small. I know it's the lowest amount in the nation. If they can keep Elliott under 100 yards, which has been tough the last few weeks for Ohio State's opponents, and force Cardale Jones to win a game by throwing the football, I think that Alabama is going to find itself in a good position. And that doesn't just fall on Elliott, it also falls on Ohio State's offensive line to make sure that they give Elliott the time he needs to get outside and make some plays against a very good defense, a very fast defense who's going to fly to the football. If Alabama does what it's done since Nick Saban's been there and shut down the run, I think they're in a very good position to win the game, and Ohio State is in a very tough position with Cardale Jones basically with the game on his shoulders.